guys, and welcome to Jive's house. This is my room. This was my accommodation for last night, and for the architectural geeks, Jive's house is an old Victorian property, and I must admit I had a really good night's sleep last night. So I'm going to spend a couple of minutes before I go for breakfast just running through my kit. So let's set the scene. So I've got 3 days on a mountain bike. I need to get from Eastbourne to Winchester. I've got 2 nights of accommodation stopping over, one in Truleigh Hill and one in a village near the route, near the village of Cocking, but it's actually Charlton where I'm staying. So I'm not wild camping. I've never been a big fan of wild camping, and to be honest, trying to carry tents and stuff, cooking stuff on a bike, it just doesn't work for me. I want to travel light, and I want to get from Eastbourne to Winchester as quickly as I possibly can, as safely as I can, so I don't really want to be carrying unnecessary gear, but also I've got the luxury and the added benefit of having accommodation when I arrive at Truleigh Hill, and I've got accommodation when I arrive at Cocking and Charlton. So let me run through. Had a bit of a dilemma this morning. Do I go with my usual day pack? Now this is a Trespass Albus 30, so it's a 30 litre day pack, 3 compartments, one at the back, one in the middle, and easy access front pocket, plus 2 side pockets as well for water bottles and various bits and bobs. It's going to be a squeeze getting everything I need into that pack. The alternative was that I go with this one, which is a Carrymore pack. It's a Carrymore Dura 35 litre. Now this is the sort of pack that I would use if I was hiking, and I will use this pack when I walk the Cleveland Way in June and when I walk the Corfu Trail in July. So this is a bigger pack, and this is what I'll take when I'm walking, not cycling. So we're going with the 30 litre Trespass Albus 30. So what are we getting in the pack then? So let me just run through. Toiletry bag, everything I need in there, everything in micro size basically, so small versions of everything. It's so important to stay clean and hygienic when you're cycling or walking, so everything I need is in that little bag there. That is my trail kit, that's my toolkit. So in this little bag here I've got everything that I need to fix my bike, be it puncture, be it mechanical, be it gears, be it brakes, be it chain, transmission, everything that I need is in that little bag. And if anything major goes wrong to the bike, i.e. if you break a frame or destroy a wheel, well, there's nothing you can do about that out on the trail. So that little toolkit there will allow me to fix most problems should I have any problems with my bike. So that's going in the pack as well. Wet wipes, obvious reason. What else is going in the pack? So this is my Inca tripod. I'll be filming some footage and doing some photography en route as well. So small fold up Inca tripod, which is great for photography and videography. So that will be going in the pack as well. iPad Pro for navigation. I've got all my GPS and my maps and everything on there as well. And believe it or not, I do still run and own a business, so I need to keep in contact with my clients and my business. So that will be my editing tool as well for my video content. It will also go in this little bad boy as well, which is a Trust soft case, and that will just help protect it should I come off the bike, or should it get the backpack get knocked against anything going through gates and stiles and stuff. So iPad Pro will go in there. So also I'm a big fan of Trespass gear. So in that little box thing, that little bag thing, that little carry case is a microfiber towel which folds out to 1.5 metre by 1 metre, believe it or not. So a little Trespass micro towel. I'm pretty sure what I've got lined up for me in accommodation wise, but you never know. So we've got a little micro towel which is in that little bag there, so that will be going in as well. Sunglasses, Superdry, favourite brand. Various little widgets, carabiners and pocket knife with some tools and stuff on. You never know what you might need to strap on to your bag or your bike, so always carry a little selection of carabiners and clips and hooks, so that'll be coming with me. Dry bag as well, so we'll have a dry bag, this one here, just for putting things like my phone and maps and various bits and bobs in. It's looking good out there today, the weather's looking good, there's rain coming in at sort of 2-3 o'clock, so I'm not expecting to use the dry bag, but if the rain does start to come down, the Albus 30 pack is not waterproof. It is water resistant, but water will get into it eventually if the rain is heavy, so if you you need to put your valuable bits and money and various bits and bobs in a dry bag, always make sure you've got one in your backpack. Various leads and cables and chargers for iPhone, iPad, and also my backup battery units as well, which I will show you. I have 2 backup battery packs, this one here and this one here. This one has got 3 different ports on it, which will allow you to charge USB to USB, micro USB, and various camera cables and leads as well. You can plug into that one, and then I always carry a spare one just in case. You never know if you lose one, but running out of battery, bear in mind that you've got your maps and various bits and bobs all on your phone. If your phone dies, I can sometimes, when I'm using my iPhone to create video footage and content, I can charge my phone sometimes 2-3 times a day, so it's important to have mobile chargers. So we've got those as well, they're going in the pack. So you may or may not know, but I'm asthmatic, so I have my inhaler, which is my preventer, and I have my blue one, which is my reliever. And I'm a big fan also of the Albus inhalers as well, that little bad boy there, menthol inhaler, which I will use along the way just to keep my airways as clear as possible. Now in terms of kit, I'm travelling super light. If we're going in an Albus 30 litre pack, so we, well basically there are my clothes for the next 3 days, and spare socks, 2 pairs of gloves, cycling gloves and thermal gloves just in case it gets cold, super dry, micro light short sleeve t-shirt. This I think is Trespass as well. I love the Trespass brands of products. So that's a Trespass fleece, Under Armour kind of thing if it gets cold. And these trousers as well, which are also Trespass. These are zip-offs, so they are lightweight walking or hiking adventure trousers, but you can zip them off at the knee, and you can turn them into shorts if need be. So that is pretty much my kit. The other thing that I will be taking with me is my trusty flip-flops. These fat face, they'll be coming with me as well. And if I can figure out a way to do it, I bought a new pair of Salomon hiking trail shoes as well, which I'm probably going to try and clip onto the outside of my rucksack, because I don't think they're going to fit inside. So anyway guys, that is a very brief 7 minutes and 30 odd seconds run through of what I will be taking with me as I leave Eastbourne and head for Winchester on mountain bike across the South Downs Way. So today's ride is 37.5 miles. That is Eastbourne to Truly Hill, and I'm staying, I believe, at the Youth Hostel Association, which was 20 something pounds a night, cheap as chips, and they've got somewhere for me to store my bike as well. It's not going to be glamorous, but I would rather do that than pitch a tent after 37.5 miles. So I'm going to head for some breakfast now guys, and I will catch up with you all once we are on the trail, and I look forward to sharing the rest of my content and my travels and my journey along the South Downs Way as I head from Eastbourne to Winchester. So take care guys, stay safe, and remember to keep your dreams alive. Morning guys. Well, this is the first chance I've had to record anything of day one on the South Downs Way, because well, we're 10 miles in and the first 10 miles was either gut-wrenching uphill or brain-shaking downhill. Even the flat bits through the woods and through the trees were quite tricky and hard going, because there was heavy rain last night. It was very, very greasy and very muddy, and even the sections up on the down are quite chalky, so as you can imagine it's quite slippery as well. But anyway, we've just passed through the beautiful village of Alfriston. So we're 10 miles in, and you can just see behind me, just there's a hiker making his way up the hill, and that's where we're going next, up that hill. It's about half a mile, 3/4 of a mile, I'm estimating looking at the map and the distances, so it's going to be hard going, but once we get up there, we're up on top of the downs, and from there it's more of a roller coaster rather than gut-wrenching uphill and brain-shaking downhill. So we'll push on, guys, and I'll start recording some more footage now. And I'm sure the scenery and the sights from up on the down are going to be spectacular. And I'll try and record as much as I can. As usual, I'll be taking stills, throwing those into some content, and hopefully putting together a little trial guide of the South Downs Way by mountain bike. So just for the record, guys, today is Eastbourne to Truleigh Hill, so 37.5 miles today. There's my bike just behind me there, and I've got everything with me for the day and the next 2 days. So I'm backpacking today, light day, everything in a 30-litre Trespass Albus rucksack, and I'm going to get going because the sun is out but clouds are coming in, and there is a forecast of rain at 2 o'clock, between 2 and 3, so I want to get to Truleigh Hill before I get soaking wet. So I will see you all in a little while somewhere up on the South Downs Way. One day go, guys. Have a great Tuesday. Bye. Hey guys, let me catch my breath. I thought I'd just have a quick catch up. We're 17.5 miles away from Eastbourne now. It was fairly tough going, I'm not going to lie, up on the down. Really strong headwind coming in from the southwest, obviously coming off the sea. It's still quite breezy down here, as you can see, but I'm down in a little valley, place called the Courtyard Cafe. I'm not stopping for anything to eat here. I'm going to push on. I want to get to 20-25 miles before I have a break. That means I've broken the back of today's route, which is 37.5 miles from Eastbourne to Truleigh Hill. But it's quite nice down here, out of the wind, having a little stretch. My backpack's quite heavy, to be honest, and when you're climbing with a 30-litre backpack on and then descending with a backpack on that's quite heavy, it puts quite a lot of strain on your shoulders. So I'm quite happy getting the backpack off for a little while, and apparently quite a few other riders that I've spoken to today on route have said that I'm going the wrong way for today. I should be going from Winchester to Eastbourne with the wind behind me. Well, to me that seems like an easy cop-out, but there you go, that's the sort of thing I would say. But we haven't got the wind behind us. We've got a southwest wind blowing, and we are heading west, so it's not great, I'm not going to lie. But anyway, we're going to push on, and I've been taking loads of stills as well, so I'll be putting loads of content into this series of short films. I'm probably going to do an introduction, I'll probably do a kit review, and then I'll probably do South Downs Way Part 1, Part 2 and Part 3, which is Part 1 Eastbourne to Truleigh Hill, Part 2 will be Truleigh Hill to Cocking and Charlton, and then Part 3 will be Cocking and Charlton to Winchester. So yeah, I'm going to get going. I'm going to load up, get my backpack on. There's loads of cyclists out as well, but they all seem to be going the other way. They all seem to be going east, and I'm going west. But anyway, there you go. So guys, apparently I've got some right old climbs ahead of me as well as we head towards Peacehaven and Brighton. So I'm going to push on and get these out of the way. I'm looking forward to getting to Ditchling Beacon, because from Ditchling Beacon it's downhill towards Clayton Windmills, where you've got the Jack and Jill mill. So I'll get some stills when I get to Ditchling Beacon as well, and hopefully there will be a Mr. Whippy van there. There usually always is, even if it's blowing a gale or 6 inches or 6 foot of snow, there is always a Mr. Whippy ice cream van at Ditchling Beacon. So I'm looking forward to getting to Ditchling. So I'll catch up with all you guys later. Hope you're having a great day, and speak to you soon. Monday go. Take care. Hi guys, and welcome back. I haven't really had the chance to record much footage today, to be honest, because it's been just really hard going. Really hard going. It's been extreme up on the down, to be honest. There's been a strong wind blowing from the southwest off the ocean, and as I'm heading east to west, I've either had a headwind or a crosswind all day. So even on the downhills and the descents, I was having to pedal like mad just to keep going forward. But anyway, we've just arrived at the top of Ditchling Beacon, and I'm pleased to confirm that there is an ice cream van here, so I've been able to stock up on my fluids and get some sugary stuff inside me. I've got another 7.5 miles to go until I get to Truly Hill, and I'll be honest with you guys, I've even considered cutting it short at Ditchling or maybe Pikeham and then adding on the extra miles tomorrow, because it's about 4 o'clock now and I've been riding all day. We've got 30 miles in, we've got 7.5 miles to go, but it has been incredibly hard work, I'm not going to lie, particularly with a 30-litre backpack on my back as well. But I've made a decision to push on. It will make tomorrow's journey, which is day 2, the shorter journey, 26.5 miles from Truly Hill to Cocking, but I think it's going to take me probably about another hour to finish the last 7.5 miles, and we've got some tough climbs as well. We've got Saddlescombe to climb before we get to Truly Hill, so I'm going to buckle down and get on with it. Hopefully once we get over the top and the other side of Ditchling Beacon, there'll be a nice downhill which takes us all the way down to Clayton, where the Jack and Jill Windmills are. So I think there's a good sort of 1.5 miles downhill where I'm not going to have to do too much and cover some ground, rest the legs and get ready for the final push. But it is going to be a very tough 2.5 miles towards Truly Hill. So I'll crack on, guys. The good news is though, I've managed to get plenty of stills, but it's been very difficult to record video footage while I've been cycling. And to be honest, every time I've stopped and thought, oh, let's take do a little bit of video work here, I've just thought, you know what, let's just crack on and get the miles in. So hopefully tomorrow will be a slightly easier day and I can get a bit more videography done. But in the meantime, guys, hope you're all safe and well, and I'm going to push on now. I'm going to backpack up and I'm going to do my best to get to Truly Hill as quickly as possible, hopefully within an hour and a half or so. It doesn't seem much, does it? An hour and a half to do 7.5 miles, but that has been pretty much the agenda today. It is averaging 7 miles an hour up on the down. So right, let's get on with it. Suck it up, buttercup, and I will probably see you all when I get to Truly Hill. Maybe I'll jump back on at Devil's Dyke and just let you know how I'm getting on, but more than likely Truly Hill. So take care, my friends, and stay safe, won't you? Morning, guys, and I hope you are all well. It is Wednesday, I believe. Wednesday the 19th. I last caught up with you at Ditchling Beacon, and I explained that I was going to push on through to Truly Hill. It was 30 miles off-road from Eastbourne to Ditchling Beacon, and it was another 7.5 miles to go to get to Truly Hill, where I was staying for the night. Anyway, I came out of the shelter at Ditchling Beacon. There's like a car park that's like a little basin, and it protects you from the wind. I came out of the car park and back up onto the down, and again the wind was blowing in from the southwest, and again it was just sapping. Even going downhill, I was having to pedal like crazy just to get some momentum. So anyway, I pushed on to Clayton, where the Jack and Jill Mills are, Jack and Jill Windmills, and put in another 2.5 miles. It was there I decided that the last 5 miles were going to have to wait, because it was taking in the climb up through Devil's Dyke, plus also a really tough climb up to Truly Hill as well. I think it's called Saddlescombe, and I decided to get on the road and quickly get back into Ditchling, because I checked on booking.com that there was a room available. Anyway, I found another little hotel pub called the White Horse Inn, and they had a room that I could have for the night, just £75, so that was great. So I've set up camp at Ditchling, and had a good meal last night. Got to bed fairly early, and I'm up planning my route today. Basically what it means is that I've got to add 5 miles on to what was going to be a 26.5 from Truly Hill to Cockin, and then dropping down to Charlton for my accommodation. So today's ride, the second day on South Downs, which was going to be a 26.5, is now a 31.5, and the first 5 miles is pretty much all uphill. If not, it will be a gut-wrenching roller coaster. I'm just hoping once I get up over the top of Truly Hill, up onto the down, that I can get some speed up and put some miles in, cover some ground, and get to my accommodation for tonight, which is the Fox Goes Free in Charlton, and I'm staying there, and there's a restaurant there as well, and they look after your bike as well. So it's going to be a challenging day, and it's been raining all night as well. So although the sun is coming out, I'm just looking out my window now, there is a bit of blue sky, the sun is coming out, and the sun is supposed to shine from 11 o'clock onwards. It will mean that the trail will be wet, and because the South Downs is predominantly flint and chalk, it's going to be quite slippery as well. So the climbs may be impossible, it'll be easier just to get off and hike, and the descents will be very, very slippery, and chances are the flats will be covered in puddles, so you're going to be weaving your way in and out unless you want to end up like a drowned rat, and I certainly don't. So I need to get my head in gear for today's journey. I was looking forward to having a big day one, 37.5 miles, and then trimming it back by 11 miles, a nice shorter ride, almost a recovery ride, believe it or not, for some, 26.5 miles, a recovery ride, and then have one last big ride into Winchester. So to give myself that extra motivation, I've just booked my train from Winchester back to Eastbourne and paid for it, which means that I have to push on with this challenge. I always knew that this cycle ride was going to be a challenge, 100 miles in 3 days across roller coaster terrain, unpredictable weather, exposure to the winds and elements, and what was I expecting, what was I thinking? So I just need to get on with it this morning, get up, get my mind in gear. I'm going to go and have a little wander around Ditchling to get in some provisions, have a couple of coffees, and I'm going to make my way on the road back to Clayton, find the quickest way to get back up onto the down at Clayton Mills, Jack and Jill Mills, and join the South Downs Way and start making my way towards Truly Hill, which was the last 5 miles of yesterday's journey. So I'll do my best again, guys, to get some footage along route, but I'll be honest with you, when you're up on the down, the wind yesterday was gushing. It is calmer today. There's a gentle wind coming in from the northwest, so it might fall in my favour as I head towards Truly Hill. But I will try and get some footage, and I will try and capture some bike moments as well as steals. But to be honest, when you are up against it and the wind is gushing, you just want to get going. So I'll try and record these little outs every now and again just to give you a little bit of information about what it's like to ride the South Downs Way. But my advice this morning, guys, on this ever improving, fingers crossed, Wednesday is treat the South Downs Way with utmost respect, particularly if you are hiking, and particularly if you are mountain biking as well, because the elements will batter you. They will batter you black and blue. So treat the South Downs with utmost respect. I'm going to go and find out what's going on in Ditchling. I want to be on my bike and on my way by about 8:30, 9 o'clock at the very latest, and I will catch up with you all en route to Cockin, and I will sign in again at some point along the way, and I will catch up with you all as and when I can. So take care, my friends. Have a good day, make it a wonderful Wednesday, and remember, keep those dreams alive, set those goals, push the bar high, and make everything as best as you possibly can. I'll see you all later.